Hi guys, Roscoe0583 here with the Hot Toys Noland figure from the film Predators. Right, let's go take a look at the packaging it comes in. Here we have the similar style box as previous releases in the series. You still have that grey slipcover box with the red window. We see the character on the inner box. We turn it around on the back. As usual, we have the Predator or Prey written on it. This time we have the Noland's name at the base. You have the same silhouette of the Predator mask, but this time we have the Noland figure in the mask there, played by Lawrence Fishburne. So nothing different to the rest of the characters in the series, but I still don't mind these boxes. Right, this is the slip cover, which obviously goes over the inner box, which we have here. We have a nice image of Noland there, all nice and old and beaten up accessories and parts that he has. He has his sort of coat on in this image. As per usual, we open the box. It has two Velcro tabs which open up. You have the window which houses the contents, and then we have an image of the figure, which is a quite nice pose, with a short character description at the base or the bottom there. On the back of the box we have a image of his mask, which he obviously is scavenged throughout his time on the planet. And actually I really like the tones they've used in this. You've got some really dark blacks and lots of different shades of grey. So I really, for something pretty simple, it actually looks quite good. So overall, nothing new, nothing different to what we've seen with the rest of the characters in the series, their boxes, but I do like that image on the back here. Alright, I didn't think this came with that many accessories, but actually he does. Most of them he wears, but have them all laid out in the box, you see quite a fair bit. Now, some of the things he comes with, he has a Predator spear. I'm not sure where he had that in the film, if at all, but it's good they've included it. Offers more posing options. We get the bone club, which he has or holds before Tracker Predator blows him up. Got some spare hand pegs there. Here we have his coat, which he uses or wears later on in the film, just before he dies. It has like these sort of scaly pockets, which is really nice. You've got like a long sleeve with mesh netting there. It doesn't have a sleeve on the other side. So that's another option that you can have him in, but I'm going to keep him in that combat sort of outfit. So this will stay in the box. You've got these two cables which attach to his mask. I'll show you where they go in a minute. You got four spare gloved hands. I've got him posed with two gloved hands at the moment. And you get the two clenched fists, which are just normal. Then you have the same or standard Hot Toys instruction sheet and assembly guide. We get the Predator mask, something that's all beaten up. Looks like a classic Predator mask that's just been killed. And he's found that somewhere and he's mixed it with a samurai helmet, which I quite like. So obviously he's a scavenger, and all these are all the trinkets and things he's found lying around the planet and he's picked up in his travels. You have the Predator gauntlet. Obviously the blades extend and retract, which is quite cool. You get the countdown sequence on the other arm that opens up and closes up. So I've included that. You get this amazing gun. It's absolutely huge. Now I really like the weathering on it. It has this sort of cloth grip there. Almost looks rusty, like it's old. Got all these different barrels here, the netting. Looks really nice. Looks like it's barrel damaged and flaking, and looks like 3 barrels there. Would have liked to see what this gun did in the film. It sounded quite cool. But yeah, that's really well done. It's quite large too. You get the bandolier, which is similar to the wolf predators. Obviously you have to take the head off and slide that on. You get sort of this waist sort of sash thing here, which is rubber, and that goes right around the body and clicks here. So it's best to use a hairdryer to soften that before you try and open it, otherwise it could snap. And then you just click it back on. You got his cream shirt underneath, that obviously already comes on him in the box. And this sort of shell sort of armour, that bluey, navy blue sort of colour, is already on the body in the box as well. So he's got quite a diverse range of armour, especially on the shoulders here, that comes on him already. And same with these. They're actually quite loose, they hang on with a chain. So you can move the arm in any which way or have it in a pose, and you can use these, click these back on to fill that gap so it sits nice and neat. So this character is actually quite detailed, it's quite a lot involved in him, more than I thought. It's actually quite fun assembling it all. Also in the box you have to assemble these sort of leg armors. So you've got the two sort of thigh guards here, you have to click them on. He's got two big ones there. The knee pad here already comes assembled on him, on the pants, so don't have to worry about that. You get like a long shin guard here, which looks like it's off a classic Predator. You get a small one here, you have to put that on as well. So there's quite a few things to put on him that come loose in the box, so it's a bit of assembly required, which is actually quite fun. You get your normal Hot Toy stand with Noland name plate there. His boots are nice and weathered. You get that brown on the bottom. A lot of sort of dirt, sort of dry brushing there. Makes them look all dirty and like he's worn them for a while. They're not clean. Love his camouflage pants. They look really nice. And just all the little leather parts under the helmet. It's quite an interesting looking character. Now these little cords, which I showed you earlier, I didn't even notice them in the film, but he actually does have them. So what they do, they sort of click in the helmet there, which is quite hard to get into, and the other end clicks down here, these little parts there. Now that's quite nice, but there's, in that pose I've got him now, the short one doesn't connect, so I wish Hot Toys made that a little bit longer, but I'm going to have to find a pose or play around with it where I can have it connected. So yeah, there's quite a lot of detail in this figure. I don't know where the hate's all coming from. Obviously, it's not an iconic character for some people. If you're a die-hard Predator fan, it's definitely a must-get. Out of all the characters in that movie that were left to do, this is definitely the one that Hot Toys should have done. It's visually an amazing figure. However, the character could have been strong in the film. I would have liked to see him either, you know, have a go at a Predator or, you know, stay in the film a bit longer. You can't really blame Hot Toys for that, but overall as making a figure, they've done a really good job. Now we take the mask off. As you can see, it's sort of hollow, just sort of sits on him. Here we have the Lawrence Fishburne head sculpt, which a few people are sort of bagging out, but I think the hair's done really well. Resembles Morpheus from The Matrix, obviously, but it's not what they're going for. They've gone for the more beefier Lawrence Fishburne that's in the film, and I think they've done a really good job of it. I think the detail's really nice and the accuracy's good. But I'll be keeping the helmet on just because I like the Predator look. But, you know, it's a very good head sculpt. Don't see where the problem is there. And another thing that Hot Toys are starting to do, long gone are the days of full rubber bodies, I think. Just like the Jake Sully, what they've done is put like a rubber skin, just like a thin rubber skin over a plastic framework, and the arms are plastic. So around the neck you can sort of squish it in a little bit and it hits a bit of plastic underneath. So you've got a bit of a gap under the sort of the neck here, so you can see that sort of soft rubber. Whereas, you know, a couple of years ago this whole neck would have been full rubber. So they've done that with Jake Sully and Noland now. And we can probably look forward to seeing that sort of style when they did the Hulk. So I'm not sure why they've changed the whole rubber to a skin. Not sure if that'll age better or worse, but they seem to be going with that direction. Yeah, so obviously this is not for everyone. People don't think it's iconic enough, which is probably right. But give 30 years or whatnot. A lot of other characters 30 years ago weren't classed as iconic or classic, but now they are. So obviously it's a thing that comes with age a lot of the time, so who knows where this character is going to end up. If anyone's going to remember it, probably not, but you never know. Might have a cult following there, and they'll call it classic. We'll call the character a classic character in the Predator films, but overall I think it's a great figure. It's visually amazing, and I'm definitely glad I have it in the collection. And if you're still worrying about getting it, I'd say go and get it now. It's still going very cheap. It's only just been released. It's the perfect time, and it looks really good with the rest of the Predators from the film. So if you've got the rest of them, like Tracker, Berserker, Classic, Falconer, and Royce, this is a worthy addition to that set. So there it is, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching again as usual, and thanks for subscribing if you choose to do so. Alright guys, see you next time.